Hi friends and welcome back. Okay, in this tutorial what I would like to do is I want us to change Paris. I want to change its color. So if I just save and refresh, we have Paris here. Paris is a paragraph. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to change the color of that to be, let's say, green. Okay, how do we do that? Well, once again, we know that if you're looking to change something, a text, a color, whatever the case may be, you first need to get a reference to it. And we saw we can do that using the document object model. So we can say document dot get element by ID. So this is an inbuilt method in JavaScript. We have our parentheses and we need to pass in the ID. And we have given Paris an ID of city. So we can just say city. And what I want to do is I want to store all of this into a variable. So just say let city be equal to, and then if I just log out the city, if I say console.log city, what we should see is we're actually getting a reference to Paris. So for example, we see here we have the opening and closing p tags, the ID is city, and Paris is the text content. So how would we change the color? Well, all you would have to do is say city dot and access the style property inside of CSS, and then with style, if you do the dot again, you're able to essentially access all of these different properties. So for example, eventually you'll see line height, etc., but we should also see that there is color. So city.style.color, and what I can do is assign that the value of green and semicolon to end our statement here. So if I save and refresh, we see Paris now green. It's a little bit difficult to see, so we can change that to be blue. And we see Paris is now blue. Okay, awesome. Another thing you could do as well is you don't have to change just the text content or the color. You could actually do both. So one thing we could do is do what we did in the last tutorial. We could say city dot inner text and change that to be Madrid. So what will happen now is when I save and refresh, initially the page will load and we will have a paragraph with the value of Paris or the inner text. And then when our script file loads, our JavaScript file, because remember we have our script tags here at the end. Once the HTML page loads, we then enter the script file. What we do is we get a reference to that Paris paragraph. We store it inside of city. We change the inner text of city to be Madrid, and we change the style and the color, so city.style.color, to be blue. So now if I save and refresh, we get Madrid. Okay, awesome. And the reason, remember, that's Madrid while we have Paris here. So the page will initially load with a paragraph of Paris, but once the script file loads, we're basically just very quickly changing the inner text to be Madrid and the style to be blue. Yeah, so you see that? It looks like it was initially Paris, but you see that JavaScript is actually overriding the value of the inner text there to be Madrid and changing the color. Okay, awesome. So that's how you can change the color of text using the document object model. You can access the style and then access any property you want inside of style. So you could, for example, change the line height as well. So I'll let you play around with that, but we're going to be working with more document object model features and cool stuff to learn over the next few tutorials. So hopefully I'll see you in the next one.